So have you always been interested in design, or has this kind of come about, with the people like invading your bar?
Well, somehow I have been adopted by the design community, and that was just by set of circumstances, and probably the whole thing stretched back from about 50 years, because when my father started to work as a bartender, and back then after the war, cocktails were not popular, but the Americans that started to visit Europe after the war, they were drinking cocktails, especially in the big hotels. And very few people after the war could afford to go to the big hotels. But the Americans that were visiting Italy, they had the means and the time to have long vacations, and they were drinking cocktails.
So he was taught by the Americans?
So a whole generation of bartenders around 46, 47, 1948, they started to make cocktails just to please the American cocktails, and also because it was part of the business.
Uh-huh.
And around the mid-90s, lots of big glass companies like Villeroy & Bosch or Baccarat, VMF, they started to get interest in cocktails. So Stefano Giovannoni, James Irvine, Christopher Morrison, Mark Newson, they started to make glasses. And when the need for some technical indications, they started to come to the bar. And hearing my father's story, they started to use Bar Basso as just like a laboratory of living design.
So you also started going to the fair to look at what
absolutely.
People,
now
what
also because I was very lucky because they really taught me of how much effort there is behind every little object that we use in everyday life.
Right, sure.
So we take everything for granted, but it's not. And so working with them really helped me to get more appreciation about most of the things that we're using every day.